all we talk about is how to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your personal life, and how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey towards your end destination. So, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. And I love to come live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. I always start the show with a general channel message from Spirit, so that way those of you who can't join live, you could still come back in the beginning of the show, hear a personal message from Spirit that will help you move forward in life. And I'm a intuitive channel and medium. I happen to read a lot of psychology books, so everything on this show is grounded in psychology, elevated by spirituality. And I am available for personal readings right now. I have a couple quick announcements before we get to the general. Let me just get those links for you guys. Clearing up a little bit of a cold. And we got Roxy in the house. What's up? How are you today, Roxy? Okay, and so if you guys would like a personal reading, oh, we got Antoinette in the house. Personal readings, there's the link. If you are ready to just deepen your own spiritual connection and meet your own spirit guide, I have a free meditation to help with that. And if you're ready to master the law of attraction, I put together a free mini course on law of attraction. There's the link for that. Good, thank you. And you sound like you're getting sick again. I think it's just allergies. Yeah, I hope it's not a full-on sickness. Probably not, because yesterday I felt like I was getting sick, but today I already feel better. So if I got sick, it was like a little 24-hour one, and now just my sinuses are congested again. But all right, guys, let us get to the general message from Spirit. Today is a day of letting go of all the things that you can't have. And we know that might sound frustrating, but in the process of letting go of that specific thing, you're going to be awakened and open to true happiness. I want this specific guy. I want my ex to call me back. I want this guy to wake up and have his epiphanies and wake up and recognize we're a good match. I need my current employer to give me the pay raise. In all of that, there's an element of force. I need this specific thing to do this exact thing, and then I could be happy. But let us ask you, do you have control over the weather? It's raining today. I can't be happy. The universe is withholding my happiness. It knows I like the sun. It knows I like waking up outside my door. I'm taking a big deep breath and going, ah. The universe is withholding my happiness. So do you guys kind of see how silly it is to focus on one individual? Instead of, oh, I love the sun so much. I love going outside and starting my day feeling the sun on my skin while it's raining. I wonder what the good way to start my day when it rains is. What's the way that just tickles my little fancy when it's raining? What's my morning ritual then? This guy is in a relationship? Bummer. He seemed like the man of my dreams. Well, universe, since I thought he was the man of my dreams, that means I am right around the corner to my actual man, because that man was close. I liked everything about him, and I know I just need him to be single, and I know I need him to want me. The finishing touches are being put on my manifestation. Do you guys see this completely different way to view it? And they're asking me to open my eyes to see your comments so far on the general before I go back and do more of a general. And we got a new person in the house. We got Ruben X. Hello. We got Ashley Fitness. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, new people. And we have Lakes View. What's up, big dog? I'm just content most times. Yo, I subbed. What's up, NeuroFizz? Good morning, Karina. Yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts and comments so far on the general? Before we go back to the general, and then after the general, we always dive into the free mini read parts. Missed you yesterday, Karina. Holy moly, Kelly. Holy moly, Kelly. That is spot on. I had this thought this morning. He won't come around and be the man I need. All right, a few more of you. Yes, been a bumpy week. Just caught tail into reading, but resonates how I'm feeling. All right, so let's get back to the general. Everyone, just take a moment to breathe. Relax the muscles in your shoulders, your neck, because we know for many of you, some of you are at the later stage and you're just ready to accept it and be like, okay, I don't need him to come around. I just need my man in my life. I don't need my current employer to give me this. I just need a place of happy employment, good coworkers, good commute, and I'm receiving the kind of money I want. That's going to be the awakening to the true happiness. So we know for many of you it's a little jarring because sometimes people come to the show of, what do I need to hear about this current guy? How do I get him to come around? How do I get him to have his epiphany? How do I get this rain to stop? And then when it rains the next day. Or it's like being in Seattle, Washington, where it's overcast 9 months out of the year. How do I change the weather to make it sunny every day? No, you need to adapt to the situation. How do I enjoy foggy weather? How do I enjoy the relationship I shared with that person as much as I can and get into the receptive mode of the relationship that will truly tickle my heart? It's that openness that we want to talk to many of you about today, and with that, we are open to the general reading parts of it. I've been dealing with a partner feeling like I'm what he needs, but I don't know if it is what I need. All right, let's focus on Alika. Because just Alika, what's coming to my current mind is it feels like his life is very full and satisfied. It's just, it feels like he has more moving pieces in his life. Oops. And you know, like an example I could give you is I work from home by myself, right? So I'm alone a lot. I don't have those coworkers who say, good morning, how was your day? Or those coworkers who, hey, how's your lifting going? So I kind of do have a little bit of a high social need for whoever it is I date. It's like, no, tell me good morning. Ask me how my day's going. Hold me accountable. Ask me how my show went. But like if I date someone who has like a corporate job and they get that accountability and stuff from their boss, when they come home, all they probably want to do is relax. They don't need a girlfriend going, how was your day? How was your project? Because they have their project manager doing that, you know? So that's why I just wanted to give you that example, because it kind of feels like his life is just like full with a lot more moving parts than yours has. In which case, sometimes it's about also manifesting a friend along with a boyfriend. Okay, but what does Alika need to hear about her relationship? Well, you're definitely... Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Well, it is a good relationship. You're going through a huge kind of rebirth and a huge awakening, recognizing the full value of good companionship and a good relationship. In terms of the one you currently have, there's just a little bit of like feeling left out in the cold. So maybe for you, put aside what I said. I mean, you might actually want to manifest friends too, because, friends are always good. But it's almost like what I'm seeing is he's not fully letting you in to his life, which I don't know how far along you guys are, so I don't know what's appropriate. But it's almost as if he's making decisions without consulting you first. And that's just making you feel like, wait, am that's what's making you not feel as close to him, or like it might be going somewhere long term. But how long have you all been dating? So there's a part of you that you're like, okay, I think I need to be a little bit more intentional about who I manifest in and who I date. Yeah, because you're really tired of being disappointed for not being included in like big decisions. I do work from home. He is currently struggling deciding where his lane is in terms of career. He abruptly quit his job yesterday. 2.5 years. Wow. Why did he quit? Has he been like miserable for a while? All right. Well, the read makes sense. We have a 1-year-old son now. That's the heart. Oh, that is always rough. Gosh, I feel like if I were one of those like sprinkle dating coaches, how would I femininely communicate this? Wow. Ooh, I feel scared about how bills and stuff are going to get paid. Well, I really wish you would have consulted me first, because you never want to criticize a man. Yeah, I fully get that. I would feel stuck too if I were you. Well, Spirit, what do you have for her? We saw the tarot just laid it out. I definitely don't see that you want to move on in here, but you are tired of being left out of major decisions. Was he unhappy at his job? Was it toxic and being treated horrible? From our point of view, it's time for you to move on from trying to get the needs that he can't meet. Kelly's struggling with the words. It's time to move on from trying to get the needs he can't met, from trying to get them met by him. It's time to go, well, I need these other things as well. In terms of the making decision things together, he's going to struggle with that. He is definitely going to struggle with that. He's going to struggle with that, is all that we can say together with you. He'll figure it out, though. But our focus is on you. And you're always going to be in anguish and angst if you're trying to get the needs met from him that he can't meet. It's the ones that you've been asking for forever and ever. Have the moment of resignation, because we mainly feel in your energy that you don't want to move on. You don't want to leave. So we're going to try to help you go, okay, it's raining. How do I enjoy the rain and still be happy? It is a time to, well, I guess I need another mom friend. Well, I'd like someone to talk to this, and this about. I really like exploring this topic. How can I get that outlet in, given that I have a 1-year-old? And they're asking, do you see? He was truly unhappy. I have my degree and a stable career. Oh, wow. He blames his mother for not having the life he envisioned for himself. He has to let it go. Yeah, I'd say. He's a perfectionist and a complainer, and I think he projects sometimes. Ooh, this just all sounds rough. I'm so sorry, girl. No matter what, I don't see in the cards, and the spirit guides weren't picking up, that you were actually considering to move on. So it's kind of like you're at a place of just trying to make the best of it. You're not going to be able to change him. So it's kind of like this point where you go, oh, He is a complainer. Sometimes that's a lot to listen to. Universe, since I still want to stay with him, I need you to show me how he can be in a place of complaining, I can be in a place of listening, and I can have my own point of attraction and be happy. And I want you to show me how he and I could connect best. Because then sometimes what happens when you're in a relationship and you do that, you guys might talk like a little less often, but when you connect, it's when he like feels better. So the more that you kind of focus on, I'm stable, he's not, he blames his mother, he has to let it go, it's gonna like eat you alive. And you're gonna be like, it's raining, I don't want it to rain, I want it to be sunny. It's gotta be, he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. I know he's gonna figure it out. He's moving through this. He's gonna grow past this. In time, we're going to be looking back, and he's not even going to remember how miserable he was. So this is about you learning step 4, law of attraction, which I do explain in my course. Step 1, you do the ask. And this is explained in the full course, not the mini course. Step 1, you do the ask. I want to thoroughly see how to enjoy this relationship to its fullest. It's bigger than me. It's also about my son and family. I would like to make this the best relationship I possibly can. Universe, guide me. Step 2 arranges stuff, which means they get to decide if he has epiphanies and mother healing or not. Or they get to decide to give you epiphanies and different perspectives, as well as friends, so that you feel more satisfied, full, and complete. Or maybe even cousins and family who might help with the child and stuff. Step 3, you got to receive. And you either receive the end goal or you receive the next step as if it were the end goal. So even though you may not get to the I'm so happy with him, the end goal, even if you get a, ooh, I just had a new epiphany for how to enjoy my mornings better around him. You celebrate that and go, thank you for that little nugget that's going to help me enjoy the relationship 5% more. Because if you're living in alignment to rapidly manifest, so it will be a step by step by step by step, living in alignment to rapidly manifest until you're, we 180'd. I'm in a good relationship. I'm good. And it might end up being you manifest in other people in your life that then help that relationship be good. Step 4, law of attraction, is where you get so good at receiving and being in the synchronistic flow that it's ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. But it's also where you recognize that you're a vibrational master and you're your own point of attraction. So that's where you can be around other people who are at completely different vibes. The person who's hating life, victimizing, complaining, and you could be if you're too high vibe, you know better than to talk to them, because then they'll go, what are you talking about? The world's trash, so you learn how to, you don't talk to them. Or it'll be like oh man, I'm sorry you're not feeling so well. Oh, that sounds really tough what you're going through. You got like, what do you think you're gonna do? Man, I wish I had some good suggestions for you. So you learn how to talk in a certain way, because whenever there's too big of a vibrational mismatch between two people, it does tend to be a clash. Let me read some of these comments before I keep going. We have a son. That's how intro to think. What bothers me if he blames me for his problems. Oh, he's blaming you too, not just mom. That is rough. Okay, so, well, let me read all of them, and then I can take the child off your hands. That's a dangerous comment to be making on the internet there, Wolfie. Lakes, you should give him one more chance. People change. I wouldn't trust someone you just met for your child. Don't listen to this guy. Yeah, that's a dangerous comment to be making there, Wolfie. I love my son. I don't mind him at all, LOL. I just don't want to leave the relationship because of our son. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I have collateral, so I won't steal the child. I will give you 4. All right, you guys, stop. Let's just stop. I don't. My girlfriend lost her job at the bakery a few months ago, but she's stable now. What the fuck, 500? Guys. Okay, Alika. let me get back to, are you guys talking about, what about me? Super chat me that much, guys. Come on now. I have like houses to buy and more vacations to take. Let's go. Give me that 625. I'll be even more high vibe to help Alika. Okay, so when you say, so Alika right now, because your vibes are, I want to stay in this relationship, all the advice I'm going to give you is how to literally view it in the highest vibe way you possibly can, okay? What bothers me is what if he blames me for his problems. That's where you want to be. I feel really, you're in your own step 4 point of attraction. I feel really sad that he's blaming me for his problems. This doesn't feel good. And I also don't like that he thinks he can't achieve what he wants because of something I did. But what I can tell you, Alika, is if right now you have the energy of, wait, let me finish that point and then I'll go on to the second point. Be in your present, like, I feel sad he's blaming me. This doesn't feel good. I know he's capable of more. And this doesn't feel good. And I don't know what to say right now to make it better. I don't like being blamed for it. So that way, instead of it being wound up on the energy, you're at least kind of loosened up. I hope that makes sense. And then I want to explain that you can be happy, and then you have to reshift your focus. Instead of focusing on the fight, focusing on everything is doing wrong. Well, I like my stable career. I like that I bring in steady money. I like payday. I love my son. I like my coworker. Like, you got to write that positive focus list on everything that you like every day. I find this satisfying. I find this satisfying. Okay. And the other thing there is, like, we are vibrational beings. So as much as I'm just teaching you how to be step 4, your own point of attraction, when you get around people, you do naturally pick up their vibes. So that's the point of meditating every day for 15 minutes a day, so that you become more and more aware of what vibration you're at, so that if there's a deviation or a variation, it's a wobble and you can fix it before it becomes like a downward spiral, right? Like, oh, I'm just sad and disappointed because he blamed me. Oh, okay, I can let that go now. You catch it as a wobble instead of at the end of the day we're like, I don't know why I'm wound up, but I hate that he like blames me for everything. That's a downward spiral, right? Okay, but it's also, you'll be, why am I feeling this way? And then you'll be like, oh, that's his energy. Like, let me give you an example. You know, I'm visiting California. I'm with a friend, and she ordered some stuff. It came in the mail, and I look down, and I see this, like, big old fatty pack of gum. And in my head, I was like, oh, goody, I love gum. I'm a little gum addict. And she's like, do you like gum? Do you want a piece? And I was like, girl, I'm a gum addict. And she laughed and went, what? I was like, no, I'm serious. I always love like 2 pieces of gum. And then as soon as the flavor ends, I pop in 2 more. As soon as the flavor ends, I pop in 2 more. And I tend to do like 3 rounds of that. And then I'm like done for a couple of days. But like every 2-3 days, I just need to do that. And she just starts laughing. And she goes, oh my God, so I never chew gum. I'm totally picking up your energy. She's like, well, here's your pack of gum. So that's like, step 4 is when you're empowered enough to know, this is my point of attraction. I can be at a different vibe than other people. It's okay for me to be happy when other people are sad, mad, glad, angry. It's okay for me to be having a bad day while other people are having a good day. And then it's also okay if you do pick up their vibes of like, oh, well, here you go. Here's your pack of gum. Okay, someone's saying, no, okay, I need this. I have popsicles in my freezer. They want me. You guys are ridiculous. Yes, it makes sense. Who the fuck is Woofy and Granger? Who are you guys? Like, what? Are you 2 friends? Are you just like YouTube vibing? Okay, let me see. Did Alika do any more comments? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, so now let me explain. So now that you know it's about you being in your own point of attraction, we can kind of see how sometimes it's okay if you pick up other people's vibes. Because like, I got gum now. She's like, no way, that's too cool. You know, she's like, don't eat it all at once. How much of a gum addict are you? You know. So from there, the third step is recognizing that people do pick up on your energy, and it sounds like you're in the process. You're here on this show, so you're obviously at a stage of becoming aware of your vibrations, and if this is the stage you're at, you're really going to want to do that daily 15 meditation where you just set the timer for 15 minutes, focus on your breath, in, out. If your mind monitors, which it will, just bring it back to your point of focus, which is your breath. And I will tell you, it tends to take about 13 minutes before your mind quiets. So you tend to only really get into the good meditation spot the last minute or two. So, and that's okay, and that's normal, okay? You know you're meditating right when you feel that little bit of that soften in your body. That is you actively changing your vibrations. And like sometimes when I meditate, I only get one of the shifts. On a good meditation day, I get two of the shifts. When I meditate daily and it stacks for quite a while, then that's when you get to that Zen state where you're just like, you're just like in present moment with your body and you're not thinking of anything. But as long as you get that one relaxation in your body where you just, that's you actively changing your vibration and you changing your point of focus. You want to get to that point, Alika, so that you can like be more in control around him and go, hey, don't tense your body around him. You got to be open. Okay. So you're going to want to do that for your baseline. But then it sounds like for him, someone who's in the blame game, they're not as aware. They're not going to do the 15-minute meditation. So what happens is if you're thinking he's blaming his mom, this is what's wrong. I don't remember the rest of your comments, but he blames me. He just needs to be more stable. He needs to talk to me more. When he focuses on you, he feels all that and it's like a backlash to him. So it does make it easier for him to go, well, it's your fault. If you instead learn how to control your vibrations as much as you can and just relax and switch your mindset to what I said earlier of, man, I'm so sad for him. I wish he was enjoying work better. I wish he had a place of employment that he really, really liked. I think he could figure it out. He can evolve. He could find a place that he likes. I've seen people grow. I believe in him. Then when he's focused on you, he feels that like, she believes in me. So that's just to make the best of it. Does that make sense, Alika? Can you post the link to meet my, oh yeah, here is the free gifts link. If you want to meet your spirit guide or see my mini manifesting course, you can get those for free there. If you would like a personal reading, there's the link for that. So no matter what, you need to get better at relaxing your body around him, being more in control of your point of focus. So you do the positive focus and just focus on everything that's going well in your life so that you're as high vibe and enjoying your life as much as possible. And then you need to deliberately change your thoughts around him with, well, I like that he's the father of my son. I like my son. I've seen him grow, evolve, and change before. And if you have any examples of those, write those down. Like, I remember he used to say this, now he says this. I believe in him. Here's some things I've seen him do really well. Here's some things I've seen him be very competent on. And make that list, then like, that's the best advice that I could possibly give you to make the most of this right now. Yeah, does anyone have any questions or comments on the topic that we've covered? Because we're kind of nearing the end of the 30-minute mark. So if anyone has questions or comments on this topic, let's go ahead and do them. Because I do this Monday through Thursday for free, 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. After the 30-minute mark, that is when I do request a super chat in the encouraged amount of $20 if you want to keep the show going or if you want your personal read that day. But that's why I do this 4 days a week, because you could always come back the next day. Oh man, Granger. Whew, that one's rougher. That one, well, I don't want to comment too much because that's deeper than something I can cover in 60 seconds. But obviously, if someone's being violent towards you, that's not necessarily something you want to make the best out of, you know? That's like the example from Spirit was, I like waking up to the sun. Why are you making it rain, right? Alika is going through rain. She needs to get an umbrella. She needs to get her rain boots. She needs to get her rain coat. If there's a thunderstorm outside or a hailstorm, you don't go outside. All right, everyone. I do not see a super chat coming in, so thank you for everyone who came in today, and I will see you all on Monday. Today is Thursday, so I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend. Thank you for tuning to High Vibe Mondays and have High Vibe Mornings. Have a good weekend, and see you on Monday. Mwah! Lots of love.